So, what took you so long?
Well, if it isn't Red, long time no see.
We've advanced, thanks to the Professor, but we've still been reduced to this.
Well, that explains it. And where is this Professor now?
Like always, I have no idea. Probably closer than we think.
Gotcha. I'll be on my guard.
Well, I know you didn't come here just to talk. Shall we get things started?
Welcome to part 12, folks. We're facing off with Red, and it's probably the most annoying boss fight in the game. I remember dying to this guy so many fucking times when I first tried this. It was bullshit. Basically, you have to maneuver past all of these platforms in order to fight Red. You fall in the pit, you die. Instant kill, right? In fact, I think it happens right here. Yeah, I figured I'd leave this kill in just cuz. You're in a 3D space where you have to constantly move the camera with L1 and R1. You're jumping from platform to platform around a bottomless pit. And you know, Red loves to teleport all over the place, so you're constantly looking for him too, which is always a pain in the ass. Anyway, here's how the fight works. For the first half of the fight, I would suggest using Zero and just going to where he is, taking a few slashes, moving when he shoots the scythe thing at you, and then slash him some more. He doesn't take off that much health if it hits you, and sometimes, usually when I play, I tend not to get hit by that scythe thing, I swear. I find this a very effective strategy. You just slash, move, slash, move, and so on, and you can get a good chunk of his health off with the Z-Saber alone, while just moving back and forth around him, and you can cut him down pretty quickly, if you ask me. Now this strategy will not last for the whole fight, because during the halfway point of his health bar, he will start doing a new strategy, which makes Zero's attack useless and not easy to do. After each turn, he creates these tornadoes on certain platforms, and if you're standing on one where one is going to spawn, get the hell off of it immediately, because those tornadoes will do a good chunk of damage, if not knock you off into the fucking pit. Anyway, when half his health is gone, he resorts to hiding on the stage while two of his transparent clones hang around, and they can hurt you, by the way. Don't you always hate that, when illusions can hurt you? Anyway, you find the real one, you shoot him, and he attacks you with this big wave attack. And if you're Zero, he's going to hit you, and he's going... Like, if you're doing my old Zero method of getting up next to him on his platform, he will hit you, and it hurts for mega damage. Granted, I always seem to get hit, but, you know. For the second half of the fight, I just resort to using X, charging up the Buster, or doing the Giga Crash, which takes out a good chunk of health as well. Of course, you only have the Giga Crash if you got the Dr. Light armor, but, you know. And that's my strategy, honestly. I'm making this look a little bit easy, but trust me, when you first try it, it's so confusing. It's so, like, what the hell am I doing, you know? So don't worry, if you suck at this boss fight, you know, don't feel bad. He's kind of annoying. It's just a hassle having to move the camera and jump from platform to platform, and if you forget to dash jump, you fall in the pit, right? You have to dash jump to get to each of these platforms, and sometimes dash jumping, you lose the motion of it sometimes. Sometimes you forget to dash, and then push the jump button immediately afterwards. I mean, it's kind of annoying. The good thing I can say about X7 is that when you die, you start off at the boss fight you just died at, even the final boss. So, like, if you lose all your lives, you still start off at Red, you know? So you can practice this guy over and over and over again. But, you know, if that's the case, I wonder why they bothered putting in lives at all, really. So anyway, for the second half of the fight, I just keep trying to find Red, and I keep, you know, shooting him with the X-Buster as best as I can. When he starts draining my health, I'll bring out Zero, try the little slash technique, and by then, we're so weak, he's so damn near close to death that I'm gonna win this boss fight. Maybe there's an easy method to do this, but this is the method I do, and I think it's pretty simple. So booyah! Fuck you, Red! Fuck you, Barry Burton! Jill Sandwich!
You've really grown up, Axel. You hear that? This place is done for. I set it to self-destruct. in case of an emergency.
No! Red, you're coming with us! Come on! You can still make it!
Stop it. Hurry up, or we'll be buried here too.
Axel, he's right. It's my time. Let me go first. You're still young. No need to rush.
Oh no, Red is dead! He was such a developed character that we all cared about. This level takes a branch to the left and right, and you want to go to the right because it's a much easier pathway to navigate through. I would show you the left one, but again, I haven't played this. I had to play this at my friend's in one sitting, and I couldn't, replay the final level to go to the left pathway. If someone wants to post a video response of the left pathway, by all means. But I digress. No, Red! You can't die! You're coming with us! Oh, Jesus. I didn't think they were able to top X4's stupid death scene with Iris. What am I fighting for? But yet, Axel's horrible voice actor managed to do it, Managed to do it. No! You don't say no when your fucking best friend is going to die. Jesus. The only good voice actor in this game is the Professor, who you know his identity. And honestly, I love that fucking voice. Anyway, this was just another target destroy section. And since you're in a ride armor, you don't lose your health when you get hit. So, I was trying to figure out how to jump out of this fucking thing. I figured it would be like the old games where you just jump and push up in the jump button, but actually it's like how you switch a character, how you switch to Zero or Axel. And this is where the branching pathways meet. And we had a giant load time for this one fucking room. I almost died there, but I can't stress enough how bad the load times are, and the upcoming Maverick fight, the Maverick refight, the boss rush, load times in between every time you go to fight a Maverick and you go back to the room to choose which Maverick you want to fight. Believe me, you must be grateful that I am cutting out the load times because this is such utter bullshit how much loading there is. I actually kind of like this pathway, this 2D pathway. It always reminded me of the old Sigma Castle in the original Mega Man X. It's kind of outside. It's got these wolf things, kind of look like Velgarder from the original Mega Man X. You got batons, and it looks very menacing, and it just feels like a nice castle level would feel, I guess. It's kind of awkward to play, but regardless. The wolves are basic. You just duck under their flamethrowers. Try not to hit spikes, and you should do okay. And this is actually the final hallway with enemies in the game. There are no more enemies besides the refights and the final boss. The Professor, who I think we all know the identity of the Professor, but I'm just going to keep everyone in suspense anyway in case you've been living under a rock. Because I'm stupid like that. Folks, we're going to face off with the final battle of the game in Part 13. I hope you're pumped, I hope you're excited, because we're almost done this game. Booyah!